Okay, welcome back to another video. In this video I'm going to be doing a review and sound test of the JBL Partybox 110. In the last one I did the... That's annoying. In the last one I did the 710, so this is the smaller version which has a battery, which obviously means it can sit outside like this, doesn't have to be mains powered, which is much better. Much smaller, much lighter, doesn't have wheels because it just doesn't need them. It's just got a normal carrying handle, which is very nice. A little awkward to pick up though, because obviously you pick it up by doing that and then it's not got any rubber down here, so it's going to probably end up with quite scratched plastic down there. But the build itself is obviously very nice. It's got the orange bits so it can sit on either side of its body, which is quite cool. You've got pretty similar buttons to the 710 up here, apart from the fact you're missing the karaoke ones, obviously. It does still have, obviously, the standard charging port at the bottom, but then the guitar and mic inputs and everything like that, and the aux in, USB out, stuff like that. It's still got all of those with the waterproof seal, but it doesn't have the karaoke buttons and stuff like that. So if that's what you're looking for, then stay away from this. It's got a little battery indicator here. I can't remember if the 710 had that, to be honest. I assume it did. The bass boost button, again, the same. Got two settings, up the bass. You've got your standard button, which we're outside at the moment, so I'm not sure how well you can see this, but turn the lights on and off, and then it will flick through all the settings, all the different lights, shows, which are very nice. I'll take it inside in a minute when I do the sound test so you can see the lights a bit better. I just thought it'd be out here because it's nice weather. Hopefully the camera quality looks a bit better as well. I've changed it to 4K. Hopefully I'll be recording them from now on, so maybe you can notice that, maybe not, who knows. And then obviously this side you've got your volume, which is the same as the 710 in the case that that's your volume indicator there, which is quite cool. I always liked that. And then you've got the press once to pause, double click to skip forward, triple click to skip backwards. The same as most things nowadays, to be honest, nothing overly exciting there. And then you've just got a little stand to hold your tablet or phone in or something there while it's playing the music. Or three phones, maybe even side by side, which is quite cool. So I think that's pretty much everything to tell you about it. So I'm going to take it inside, show you a bit more around the lights, and then do a little sound test. Okay, so we're in a slightly darker room. Obviously the lights should show up much better now. Already looking much better from where I'm sat. So I'm going to play some music quietly and then show you a little bit of the lights scenario. So I'm not really sure what this one is. Just turn it down one more. So I'm not really sure what this one's called. It's more of like a rave setting. You've obviously got the bright flashes up at the top and bottom like the 710 had, but smaller. And then the two little tweeters on the side there with the lights and the two big ones. That's annoying. Right, clearly we've got to do this quickly because the blind's being annoying. And then you've got this one, where it will stay a solid colour but will flick through the rainbow effectively, which is quite nice. Very nice, actually. Right, I give up. You can still see it. And then we've got this one, which is a bit, I don't know, well, very stroby. Not something I would want. It's a bit, I don't really know what's going on here. And then you've got this one which kind of goes around in circles. Quite better. I think this one's better for slower songs because it's not as violent. And obviously this is a quite violent one at the moment, but does get quieter. There you go. And the circles slow down a bit, which is quite nice. And then we've got this one, which again will stay a solid colour but will change. A lot of different type of movement in this one, so quite nice. And I think that might be all of them. Yeah, so now we're back round to the multicolour strobe thing, which is probably what you'll have on most of the time because the multicolour is quite cool. Or you can literally just turn them off if you wanted to. I'm not sure why you would, to be honest, seeing as that's like half the reason you buy a party box instead of a boom box, but each to their own, I suppose. So I guess a little bit of my thought of this speaker as well. After trying out the 710, I thought that was, to be honest, stupid. It was too big, it never made it up here because I couldn't carry it up the stairs. Too loud, like even at 20% volume it was too loud for most rooms. which is just not what you want. Obviously had wheels, but no, it didn't even have a rise up handle or anything like the 310 does, so still quite hard to maneuver about, and it didn't have a battery, so you couldn't actually take it anywhere where there isn't a main supply. So not brilliant, to be honest, and I never even considered keeping that. That's already gone. But this one, I think, is one of the few that I will actually be keeping, because it's sorry, excuse me, I do actually have COVID. But yeah, one of the few that I will actually keep, because it's a perfect size, first of all, to fit under my desk, but also it's not too expensive, it's not too loud. Like, you can happily sit at half volume in your room, it won't upset too many people, and the bass is brilliant. I like very bassy music, so it's the bass is definitely satisfactory, and it's a nice shape. It's portable if you wanted to, so you could throw it in the back of your car, take it somewhere. Not that you will necessarily, but you can. The option's there, and you can move it about. I've moved it up and down the stairs like 4 or 5 times a day to get, obviously, because I was just outside, and it's not too much of a hassle at all. So this may actually be one that I keep long term, which is quite surprising, to be honest, because most of them I send back straight away. So yeah, I think that says a lot. I'm going to do a proper sound test, obviously same song, because that's what I always use, so you can compare every speaker. But I'm going to restart it, turn up the volume a little bit, and do a proper test there for you. Okay, so we're going to start with about a quarter third of the volume. I'm on my own, broken alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found, but you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air like a blazing flare. Okay, so again, obviously it always sounds a little bit different on camera, but trust me, the sound quality is brilliant, the bass is awesome, and it doesn't distort at higher volumes either. That was about, what, 55-60% volume there, and it sounds brilliant, perfectly enough for any normal sized room. To be honest, that was too loud for this room anyway. An extraordinary amount of bass, and it's all in a form factor which is actually usable day to day, where the 710 just is not. It really isn't. So I will do a comparison video on this against that soon, just so you can hear them next to each other. Don't get me wrong, the 710 sounds better, especially seeing as it's always connected to mains, but it's not better to justify the form factor and price tag that you get with it, I don't think. So I would highly recommend this. If you've got any other questions, leave them in the comments and I'll try to get back to you.